I on? Can you see me? I can see you. All right. So how many of you are here in today's session? Let me see the hands going up. I mean, not literally. Okay. Please join the session as soon as possible. Join the session quickly, guys, so that we can kickstart the proceedings today. Manisha Kohli. Hello, Manisha. How are you doing? Welcome to the session. All right. Please invite your friends and join the picnic. We are going to have fun along with sandwiches and some cold drink, of course. Okay, you can buy your own stuff and eat and drink. And along with that, we are going to have a slight chit chat on, of course, as you can see the caption, it's why IPMAT is better than other BBA exams. ये हमारा आज का topic होने वाला है, and we're going to have fun. All right. So guys, join quickly so that we can start the session. I can't wait to talk to you people. All right, so आज थोड़ा हटके करेंगे. Sir, I am 2023 IPMAT aspirant. Manisha, all the best, and I think you are on the right platform. And we at BYJU'S Exam Prep will be more than happy to provide you with the perfect hand holding towards your journey to IIM. Welcome to the session. That's wonderful. 2023, yes, we are standing in 22. So we have a good long year to prepare, and we are going to prepare well. We will make strategies, we will plan, we will execute, and we will touch success together. All right. So let us start the session very quickly. थोड़ा सा हट के session होने वाला है. We are not going to be talking about question answers and solving, English questions and all. We will talk a bit about IPMAT exam and why is IPMAT better than the other BBA exams. When I say other BBA exams, of course, there are many BBA exams which are very important, but IPMAT does have an edge over them. So what gives this, edge to IPMAT, and what is IPMAT all about and how it is different from the others? We are going to be talking about all these issues together. I am Pradip Sengupta. You can call me Pradip sir, and I am your VARC mentor and trainer. We have been having fun of late on YT, if you understand what I mean. How to manage boards and IPMAT together. Manisha, everything boils down to management. If you are going to be a student of management, you must know how to prioritize things. Of course, boards are very, very important. We cannot play the fool with boards. But with that being said, if you can just take out some time, say 1 hour to 1.5 hours, to see through the questions, understand the structure, and work on your basics, I think you will be able to set your priorities and you will be able to manage the things in a much better way. So BYJU'S Exam Prep is one of the leading test prep platforms for all your UG preparations, particularly the management entrance program, and that is what we will be talking about. So let's start the proceeding, and this is how we are going to sit through the session. This is going to be the flow of today's session. We will cover quite a few important aspects of management entrance exams. We will be talking about DUJAT, the CUCET. Of course, people out there probably would want to know more about CUCET. We'll be talking about them in detail. We'll be also talking about the NMIMS exam, the IPMAT exam, of course, the Christ University CUET, the Symbiosis SET program, and the GSSIPU, that is Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, the program, the CET BBA program of Guru Gobind Singh, IP. So just how the session is, going to be lined up for you, and one by one we will talk about each and every exam, and towards the end, subsequently, we'll talk about why IPMAT and how you're going to prepare for this exam. All right? Okay. How to manage boards and IPMAT, Manisha. I think I have answered your question and you have followed me. So this is DUJAT for you, my friends. Okay. And this program will be conducted by NTA, that is the National Testing Agencies for Admissions to Bachelor's Management Studies, as you can see. And the programs range from Bachelor's of Arts to Business Economics, and this program is going to get you to top 20 colleges of Delhi University affiliates. Okay, and these are some of the programs which you can be a part of, but for that you have to write the DUJAT or the DUET exam. Okay, now how will the exam look like? Hi Kirti, how are you? Welcome to the session, dear. Okay, so talking something about DUJAT, कैसे दिखने वाला है? What is going to be the structure? Now you see, तुम्हें 100 questions attempt करने हैं in 120 minutes. And if you look at the breakup, it is more or less similar to the other exams, right? 30 to 40 questions maths में होंगे, right? 25 to 30 questions logical reasoning में होंगे, and about 20 to 25 questions VA, that is verbal ability या English में होंगे, and 10 important questions on general knowledge and general awareness. इसमें science, geography सब कुछ आ गया एक साथ. So you have to be working, you've got to be working on these sections, get your basics right, work on your speed, and you will be able to score marvelously in DUJAT if this is what you are aspiring for. If Delhi University is your dream, then DUET is an exam which you must write. Okay? Now, moving on. Now, this has become the talk of the town, CUET exam. Yes or no, right? And it is not just the talk of town, it has become the talk of the nation. So every student from every city, from every state today, they are talking about the CUET exam. So they have got two pressures to negotiate with. दो pressure उनके दिमाग में है. How to excel in boards and how to crack the CUET exam. But don't you worry, you are definitely on the right platform, and we are going to provide you with the perfect hand holding at BYJU'S Exam Prep. So थोड़ा सा बात कर लेते हैं CUET के बारे में, right? I am good, Kirti. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing good there. Again, the culprit comes into the picture, NTA, National Testing Agency, and they are going to conduct this program for various universities across India. Around 40 to 50 central universities will be there, right? And you will be writing the CUET exam for admission to courses ranging from science, arts, and some vocational guidance training, vocational courses training for the academic year 2022 and beyond. So for those who have just been through with their boards, please start preparing for the CUET exam. And for those who are going to write their boards next year, please make sure that you start your preparation right away, because don't let the bullock cart go away. Don't be too slow to catch the bullock cart, right? It's important that you are on song, you are well within your preparation cycle, and you leave no stone unturned to prepare for the CUET exam. Like the DUET exam, this format also will have 100 questions to answer in 120 minutes. Over here, 15 to 20 questions will be on English. Now, if this is the breakup we are talking about, 15 to 20 questions in VA, that is English, QA, that is Quants, Maths, and DI. DI stands for Data Interpretation. AR, now this is something new that you're coming across, this term AR. AR stands for Analytical Reasoning, a part of Logical Reasoning, of course. थोड़ा बहुत verbal आ जाता है उसमें. And GK, that is General Knowledge and General Aptitude. And it will be, now if you compare it with DUJAT, this program will be relatively easier, right? And but when you talk about the IPMAT exam, that of course is, that has set its own standards. But this exam is going to be easier, but the questions are not going to be easy, but they are tricky. So with little practice and with n number of mocks and proper guidance, I think CUET should be, it should be, easy for you. It should be an easy journey for you. All right. So that is the CUET exam for you guys. All right. Now, talking about the IPMAT exam, and we are going to be focusing on IIM Indore. For those who haven't started the journey yet, right, and they are thinking of preparing for IPMAT, so this is the right time to think about the program, the structure, and what are the tests going to be looked like. All right, so it is conducted by IIM Indore for its unique 5 years integrated program in management, and together it is known as IPM, that is integrated program in management, wherein the first 3 years will be dedicated to your undergraduate program, right? And the last 2 years of your program will be your regular MBA, and that too from IIM Indore. Now, you stand a very good chance of getting into the IIMs. Now, that is definitely a name to reckon with. When you talk about IIM, kaun nahi jana chahega? And you have this golden opportunity to make it to IIM right after graduation. You don't have to wait for graduation to be over. So just write your IPMAT and get into the IIM Indore entrance and make your dream come true. Okay, now what is the test going to look like? Again, 60 questions to be answered in 90 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes, or 100 questions with 120 minutes. That's the usual pattern. But because of this COVID and all, the recent pattern was 60 questions to be answered in 90 minutes. But in general, you have 100 questions to be answered in 120 minutes. Now, if you talk about the overall test, 50 to 60% of the test comprises, QA, that is quantitative aptitude, maths. They're going to be testing you on maths and your calculating skills. And the remaining portion, around 40% of the paper, will be English. Remember, there is no logical reasoning in the IPMAT exam. The BA foundation in management is different from BBA, right? Structurally, there is some difference because there are quite a few important subjects which become a part of the BBA program, Manisha. But otherwise, more or less, right? Of course, arts program and the commerce program will be different from each other, right? But for the some of the subjects which you may have to study, otherwise it is going to be all the same. All right. Now let's talk about the IIM Rohtak program. Again, like the IPM Indore program, IIM Rohtak is also known for its 5 years integrated program in management, and it is also known as IPM. First 3 years will be dedicated to your bachelor's program, and the remaining 2 years you will be doing your regular program from IPMAT. Now remember, all those students who are going to be writing the CAT exams right after graduation, because there will be many students who are from different universities and they would also like to come into the IIMs. So how do they do that? They write the CAT examination to get into the IIMs. So you will be studying with them under the same ceiling in the same reputed university. Now talking about the test, 120 questions to be answered in 120 minutes. Timing is of essence. It means 1 minute per question. An equal number of questions will be there in quants, that is quantitative aptitude, VA, that is verbal ability, and logical reasoning. And as far as the level of difficulty is concerned, it is going to be slightly lower than the IPMAT exam. Right? So this is what IIM Rohtak will look like, and it is a golden chance for you to get into the IIM Rohtak by writing the IPMAT examination. All right. So you know that the strategy is important. You know that the planning is important. All you have to do is to show intent. If management is something which you have thought of, because many students, they tend to be confused after class 12. Some of them want to get into the medical field, some of them want to get into the engineering field, some of them want to get into the normal BBA program. If BBA or BCom is what you are thinking, then it is always advisable for you to go for a specialized BBA program. And what better than the IIM BBA program? Go for the 5 years unique integrated program and make history. So that was I am Rohtak for you. Moving on, let's talk about the IPMAT program for IMJ and IM Bodh Gaya. The IPMAT, it is also known as the IPMAT program, conducted for IM Jammu and IM Bodh Gaya. Now again, it is conducted by the NTA. There is no difference in the program. It is 5 years integrated program in management, commonly known as IPM. All right, and it is for IM Jammu and IM Bodh Gaya. Now these are pretty recent colleges, okay, not very old. They come under the newer IIMs, and the first 3 years will be dedicated to your graduation program, and then the remaining 2 years will be dedicated to your PG program. All right. Now, if you look at the test, the GIPMAT test, it consists of 100 questions, 150 minutes. Now, again, look at the timing. All this while, we were looking at timing between 100 minutes, 120 minutes. Over here, there will be 100 questions to be answered in 150 minutes, wherein an almost equal number of questions will be there on quantitative aptitude, on verbal ability and logical reasoning. And if you talk about the level, again, the level of, now it will be moderate, not as difficult as IPMAT Indore, but the level is going to be good enough, but slightly lower than your IPMAT Rohtak and IPMAT Indore. So again, you have a very, very crucial chance, a golden chance to get into IM Jammu or IM Bodh Gaya and pursue your BBA from here, right? So these are some of the exams which you cannot ignore, okay? Now, let's talk about the BBA program at Narsi Munji, Mumbai, okay? And the program is known as NPAT. So NPAT is the program for exclusive NMIMS, Narsi Munji graduation program after class 12. And this exam is conducted by the same university, Narsi Munji Institute of Management Studies, who wish to, and these are the specializations, right? Hi Krina, and we will be talking about the dates in the subsequent classes. Today we are going to be talking about, and stay tuned for the dates, right? If you're asking me about the dates of the 22 exams, stay tuned for it, and we are going to give you an update very soon, right? Now, if you look at the specialization, whenever you think of the BBA program, it is important to think about the specialization. Over here, we'll talk about finance, economics, business management, and the other courses which are affiliated to NMIMS, okay, from the institutes which are affiliated to NMIMS, okay. Now, if you look at the test structure, 120 questions to be answered in 100 minutes. In 100 minutes, you're supposed to answer 120 questions. And again, now if you look at the division or the spread of the subjects or the verticals, it has not changed. We have questions coming from QA, mathematics. You have questions coming from VA, verbal ability. You have questions coming from logical reasoning, right? And 40 questions from each sections will be asked, okay? And if you talk about the level of difficulty, now as far as maths is concerned, it is going to be slightly higher as compared to the other two sections, because these people are known for testing you with your numbers, okay? If you are a number cruncher, if you are someone who has fallen in love with maths, then definitely this exam is a must attend for all of you. All right, so that was NMIMS, guys, for you. Now let's talk about another very important exam, that is Christ University, Bangalore. Okay, and the program is conducted by none other than Christ University itself, right? For different programs on finance, economics, management courses, and these courses are being offered at their different campuses across India. Now, when you talk about the CUET, the Christ University CUET program, again, there will be a total of 120 questions to be answered in 120 minutes. And if you look at the breakup, 20 to 25 questions will be from each of the 5 sections. And what are these sections? Maths, that is QA, VA, that is verbal ability, logical reasoning, GK and current affairs, and DI. DI stands for data interpretation. DI stands for data interpretation, and we deal with a lot of graphs like pie graph, bar graph, histograph and all. Okay, and you have to derive answers from the data given to you. All right, and there will be an additional section on fundamental accounting wherein the basic concepts of accounting will be asked, and it will have around 10 questions to be answered. So the commerce guys, students having the commerce background, students with the commerce background should not have any problem cracking this exam. But all those students who are from the maths and humanities background, and if they at all want to be a part of the Christ BBA program, please brush up your basic accounting skills, and believe you me, they are easy to answer. Just some help here and there and you will be through. So this was your Christ University CUET program, guys. A very important exam which you cannot afford to miss. If you look at another very, very important exam which all the students across India they target, that is Symbiosis, right? A much coveted name in the field of BBA and MBA preparation. Symbiosis is a name to reckon with, and they conduct the SAT exam, okay, the BBA SAT exam as they call it, and the full name of the university is the Symbiosis International. They conduct the SAT exam for its Bachelors of Business Administration. Yes, BBA, if you want to pursue BBA from Symbiosis, you have to write the SAT exam, okay? And Symbiosis International, they have got many institutes under its belt. They have got different institutions which are affiliated to the Symbiosis International University. And probably, if you crack this exam, you will see yourself being a part of one of the Symbiosis affiliate institutes. Talking about the entrance test, a total of 60 questions will be asked, which you have to answer in 60 minutes, which means time is of essence. You've got to watch the time while you write the test. So 16 questions each will be there from these sections, VA, QA and GK, and the remaining 12 questions from the logical reasoning category. All right, and believe you me, if you go by the standards, I have seen the papers. Please go through the papers. You will see that the Symbiosis SAT level, the question level, is way easier than NPAT. All right, so this is one exam which you should take very seriously. If Symbiosis is your goal, then please write the SAT examination. All right. Indraprastha University, Delhi students, good news. All those people, all my friends who want to get into the IP University, Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University in Delhi, this is one exam to watch out for. All right, they conduct the GGSIPU CET program, as we call it commonly. It is an entrance test for their exclusive BBA program, right? And the test is conducted for a lot of different affiliate colleges of IP University. And if you want to be a part of IP University, this is one exam which you should be writing. If you look at the number of questions being asked, Krina is asking a question. Is 17 July date tentative? Because I am unable to find it on Google. Wait for some more days, Krina. I believe they will publish the date very soon. And yes, it is tentative as of now. And they have not fixed on any of the dates so far. So keep a watch. All right. Okay. 100 questions in 180 minutes. Look at the time frame. You have 3 hours for 100 questions, which means the duration is absolutely, it's huge. 3 hours, 100 questions. which means the paper is not going to be as easy as one thinks it to be. No, not a single exam gives you 3 hours for 100 questions. 25 questions each are going to be from the VA section, LR section, GKBA section. Another 25 questions will be asked from management aptitude and communication skills. Okay, and one thing is very special to note over here. The unique thing about this program is they are not going to test you on quantitative ability. All right. Okay. So as my team is answering, Pranav, please watch out for the dates, right? The dates are going to be announced on the official website. So no need to worry. You will be kept posted with the latest. Okay. So this was the CUET, the GGSIPU CET program for the IP University. All right. Now, this is where it gets better. Now, we have seen so many entrance tests to write, and each of them are equally important. But as I told you earlier itself, that IPMAT exam does, have an edge over the others. Now, what is the first thing that creeps into your mind when you talk about the IPMAT exam? The brand IIM. No other university can boast of this kind of branding. And in today's era, we talk about branding. So you get an IIM tag under your belt immediately after completing your class 12. Isn't that exciting? Okay, so the very first reason why to write the IPMAT examination and why it is better, okay, is this temptation to get into the IIMs right after class 12. And one thing more, if you look at the overall program, for the simple, all those who write their engineering and then do CAT and then get into the IIMs. Now for engineering, you're investing 4 years, and then again for CAT you're investing 2 more years. So 4 plus 2, it's 6 years. But right after 12, if you get into the IIMs, you're going to be an MBA after 5 years because it is a 5 years program. So you get to save 1 full year. So isn't that a good thing? Right? 5 years integrated program in management from prestigious IIMs. This is one of the reasons why this program is much better than the others. Now, if you look at the combo, right? This is the time when we talk about combo. When you go to the PVR, when you go to big cinemas, in the break, what do? You buy combos, okay? A pack of, a basket of popcorn, a bowl of popcorn with some cold drinks. So you talk about combo. Look at this particular, point, BBA plus MBA. It's a lovely combination. Now, this course was launched in 2011 by IIM Indore. Okay, and today we have 5 IIMs. They are taking the IPMAT score. They are actually taking the IPMAT score. So you have so many IIMs to think about. It is not just IIM Indore. You can talk about Rohtak. You can talk about Jammu. You can talk about Bodh Gaya. So you have immense opportunity and chances to get into one of the IIMs and pursue your BBA IPMAT program. All right. And one thing more, like many students want to get into the IPMAT, the IIMs after writing the CAT. The graduates, they write the CAT to get into the IIMs. But for you, just by writing the IPMAT exam, you can get into the top-notch IIMs. You just don't have to wait for the CAT examination. You don't have to wait for 3 long years. Prepare hard because CAT is tough. CAT is a tough nut to crack. IPMAT is not. So right after class 12, right? Why to wait for 3 long years and work harder? You be a smart thinker. Write your IPMAT right after class 12 and make your IIM dreams come true. Isn't it? So you don't have to wait for CAT for IPMAT, right? So this is the best time to think about your BBA program from IIM and make history. Another important thing. Now, if you look at, this part, it says IPM is a very fruitful course which provides the prestigious IIM MBA degree at the end of completing the 5 years. Now, there are two things. You can take an exit after BBA. Now, IIM gives you this, leeway, this freedom that you can take an exit after BBA. You can take a job and leave, and then come back, write your CAT, and get into the management program. But it would be a stupid idea. Once you get into the IIM, might as well think of completing your MBA from there and then get out and make history. So what is the idea? The idea is to finish your BBA from IIM, do your MBA from IIM, and then go out and get into, get soaked in industry, get absorbed by the industry people, right? So this is why you have a golden chance of actually doing your BBA, eventually MBA, from one of the IIMs. And this is where this course becomes so beautiful, right? It gives you an opportunity to complete your MBA from top-notch IIMs before you plunge into the future and start talking about other things. All right. So this is one aspect which you should be considering very, very judiciously and wisely. Talk to your parents, talk to your peers, talk to your mentors, see what they say. Because it is not going to be anybody's cup of tea, right? Most of you probably would be thinking of engineering. Most of you probably would be thinking of medical. But all those who are thinking of a bland and non-committal, graduation degree, BA, BCom or whatever, right? Give your graduation an edge. And that edge can be given only when you do something special. And IPMAT is one special, course which you can actually, pursue, and this can be an added advantage to your profile. All right. These are some of the reasons why I think it is important for you to pursue IPMAT and get into the IIMs. And that is the reason why I always tell my students to think of IPMAT as a special entrance exam, because this is going to take you places. So that was all about the presentation today. We did not study a lot because there was nothing to teach. Aap thodi baatcheet ho gayi, which was very, very important, right? And this, I think, will give you a perspective on how to prepare for the IPMAT exams. We have been bringing to you n number of series on quants, on LR, on English, and we will continue to bring to you, different question patterns and strategies to, crack different sections, how to increase speed, how to increase vocabulary, how to sharpen your calculation skills. And these are some of the things which are going to take you to places. All right. Share this video with everyone, and for any queries for BBA and IPMAT exam, don't forget to call on the given number, or you can write into us at support@byju'sexamprep.com, and our team will reach out to you and talk to you in person and solve all your doubts, whatever you need to solve. All right. Don't forget to download the BYJU'S Exam Prep app to keep posted. We will be keeping you posted with the latest. Stay tuned with us, and if you have liked the session, don't forget to like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to BYJU'S Exam Prep. So this is Pradip Sengupta signing off today, and with the hope to meet you once again for another exciting session on English and such informative video. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Press the bell icon, and thank you so much. See you on the other side of the story. Bye-bye for now.